Welcome back to another victory lap. Smoking a Oliva Black Swan. This is a real victory lap tonight. I'm very proud of the last 2 days of work, and I'm just trying to treat myself. I've been doing, man, it's the unsung hero kind of work, right? It's like a bunch of stuff that I know is really moving myself and my business back to a really good center, a really good footing. It's getting a bunch of bookkeeping up to date. It's taxes. It's all this stuff that gives me a better grasp of the business and where I'm at. It's stuff that for me is not very fun. It's kind of hard to do. And I've dug in and done really great work for 2 days, and I'm proud of myself. So that's the victory that I'm gonna celebrate, pat myself on the back. But I had this thought and I wanted to share it with you guys. Let me light this cigar real quick. You little, come on. Okay. Didn't have time to toast the foot as much because that thing wouldn't stay lit, so. So a couple nights ago, well, this would be a couple weeks ago now. My son Archie has a football game. We go out, we drive out to the football game. He's playing for his middle school. He's a little beast. And I don't even know if the game had started. And it starts to rain. We wait. It rains. We're sitting in the cars in the parking lot. Finally, they call it. No game. Yeah, that's right. It didn't even start. So they call it. Kids come out. We load up. We're driving home. I'm talking 10 minutes later, we're driving home. And like the skies are clear. The sun is back out. It was like comical. Except that we were disappointed and I was frustrated. I think we had family in town who wanted to see the game. We were kind of annoyed at that. And so I had this interesting thought because I was like, that was dumb. Like, what is that? It literally just rains long enough for them to cancel, and the second they cancel it, it immediately clears up. Here's my thought. Here's my thought. You tell me if this is interesting to you. So often we want to see God's help and intervention in our lives, right? And we ask him for help. And often I hear people in the world, and I would say I also will sort of cry out like, why won't you help me? Where were you when this happened? Why don't you step in? I had this interesting thought, and it was like, maybe that was God's help. Let's just pretend. And there's no way of ever knowing this. Let's pretend there was something bad that was going to happen in that game. Some kid was going to get like badly injured, or lightning was going to strike, right? Like whatever. Something bad was going to happen. I got a bunch of little kids running around my yard playing laser tag. If you can hear that, there they go. Go get them, guys. What if that was God's intervention? I would liken it to an offensive lineman. We're going to stick with football here. And my older son is an offensive lineman for his high school team. And there, you want to talk about sort of the unsung heroes. Like, if they do their job, all it means is nothing bad happens and the quarterback can throw a pass or the running back can hit a hole or whatever. And those guys get all the glory. And all the lineman did was not mess it up, right? And then all of a sudden you notice the lineman when they get beaten by a D-back and the quarterback gets sacked or whatever. So the linemen either get blamed or ignored, one of the two. You don't notice when they do it. You don't notice when they do it right. And I was thinking about that evening, and I was thinking, man, if that was an example of God's intervention, it's like the lineman. We don't notice because nothing happened. We're not thankful because we don't know that we were actively protected. And so then, of course, I gave some thought to that and tried to apply it to my life, and in particular, my experience over the last 3 years, which, by the way, for anyone who's been watching this channel, or if you're new to it, it's been about a 3-year battle of trying to keep my business afloat. It went from really rocking and rolling, having a blast, feeling like I'm successful and, you know, sort of drinking my own Kool-Aid, like, oh, I'm really good at this, and then just getting my ass kicked for 3 years, really on repeat, pretty badly. And I'm to a place now, thankfully, where it seems that things are moving a really good direction. By no means is everything solved, but a more hopeful direction for sure. But it's been 3 years, and I started thinking about like how this applies to the 3 years. And what I don't know, and what I won't know, is what good purposes were in all of those things that were painful. If these 3 years were the football game that I thought I wanted to watch so badly, and I'm annoyed that I didn't get to watch it, and I am not happy that the last 3 years went the way they did, I'm not going to know what I was protected from, or how it was specifically for my good, how it made me better. I mean, I think that I can see some of those things, how I've been changed and transformed, I think, in some really beautiful ways. There's some really practical things I've learned that have made my business better. But what I won't know is, what was I protected from had things gone exactly the way I wanted, and I just kept killing it, and I got to accomplish this and accomplish that all like on my first try, and I don't have any way of knowing what I was protected from. And I think that I'm challenging myself to understand that true faith is not being satisfied with the circumstances having gone the way I wanted. True faith is, in fact, most alive when the circumstances have not gone the way I want, and it doesn't make sense to me, and it sucks, and it pisses me off, and I don't like it. It is the opposite of what I envisioned, and I cannot see or figure out how it makes sense and how this could possibly be good for me. And that has been a pretty good description of the last 3 years. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. How could this be a good thing? None of it's good. And yet, maybe I've been beautifully protected and lovingly protected in ways that I'll never know. And for somebody watching this who has been fighting through a similarly challenging time, please don't hear me saying that it doesn't hurt. Please don't hear me saying, therefore, you shouldn't care, or you shouldn't be upset, or you should just be happy. That is not what I'm saying, and that is definitely not how I have felt. But please do hear me saying that I believe that there is hope for things unseen, for divine love and care, and for plans that I don't understand that are better than mine. And I do have a lot of evidence in my life over the years now that my plans pale in comparison often to how things actually play out. So I try to stay open-minded and say, all right, well, what was the point of that? I'm not going to assume there wasn't. I'm going to remain curious and sort of trusting that there is something that I don't know, because I'm just a dude, that's for my good. So what if that football game, for real, what if that football game, something bad was going to happen and it got rained out? I mean, the rain was isolated too. Basically, when we got there, game should have started 10, 15 minutes, I'm not kidding, 10, 15 minutes after we leave, because they canceled it. It is like the most gorgeous blue-skied evening you've ever seen in your life. Perfect. We were all like, why are we not playing football right now? What if that was real? It's not impossible. If God exists, and if he is actually God that I claim I believe in, that is far from impossible. Interesting thought. Thanks for joining me for the victory lap. Hope you join me for another one. Share your thoughts. This is the only YouTube-y thing I'm going to do here because I really don't. This is just a personal thing. Share your thoughts on this. I want to know what you think with regards to this idea. Let me know in the comments, and let's have a discussion about this because I thought that was kind of interesting. And I almost thought, I don't even know if that's my thought. Maybe I'm sort of being taught that, told that. I don't know. Go smoke a cigar. This one's pretty good, by the way. Oliva Black Swan. Not a super easy draw, but really good. That's pretty freaking good. All right. See you guys.